Hello and welcome back, my beautiful froggy army, to another video. Today we are back at it with another Squishmallow ranking video. I have already done ranking all the Squishmallow frogs and all of the Squishmallow cows, so today we're going to be ranking all of the Sanrio Squishmallows because you know I love Hello Kitty and Sanrio and I love Squishmallows, so when they combine, it's a great thing. A lovely user on Twitter actually already made this whole tier list and did all of the pictures and set it all up already and tagged me letting me know that I was free to use it for a potential video. So shout out to Tattered Leaves on Twitter. Thank you so much for putting this together. I really appreciate it. I will leave the tier maker link down below so that you can make your own tier list. So huge shout out to them, and yeah, we're gonna get into it. Some Sanrio Squishmallow opinions today. So here we are on the tier maker website, and as you can see, there are a lot of Sanrio Squishmallows. There's actually a lot more than I thought. The user who put this together was nice enough to reuse the categories that I've been using in my past videos. So starting at the very top, we have need 1,000 of each. This is like the highest tier of Squishmallow. Like, yes, the Squishmallow is so good that I want literally 1,000 of them. Then we have 10 out of 10 would squish, a solid Squishmallow. Definitely would add it to my collection. Lovely, perfect. Then we have the middle tier, kind of cute. You know, this one's pretty cute. I would probably get it. You know, if there was a sale or something, it would make it better. The next one is would only buy on clearance, and it's pretty self-explanatory. I would not spend money on this Squishmallow unless it was like on a super good deal. Otherwise, you know, eh. And then the very last tier is the yikes tier. This is a Squishmallow that is not coming anywhere near me. I'm so sorry. So those are all the categories, and we're just gonna sort these. And once again, I'll put my little disclaimer that I always put in all my videos. We're gonna have to put some of them in yikes, so I may have to be a little bit more harsh on some of them. But yeah, we all have our own opinions, and I'm sure there's some of them that I'm gonna rank really high that you're gonna be like really Raven. So it's all in good fun. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. So starting off, we have this unicorn ice cream Hello Kitty. I'm not quite sure what she is, but we're gonna have to go slightly quickly through all of these, otherwise this is gonna be a very long video. So I'm gonna put her in would only buy on clearance because I'm not a fan of the unicorn horn. I don't know why they had to give Hello Kitty a unicorn horn. So yeah, she's a clearance girly, I'm sorry. Then we have this Miss Pineapple Hello Kitty, and I think she's a 10 out of 10 wood squish. I really enjoy the fruit Squishmallows, so that plus Hello Kitty is really, really cute, and I like how it looks like she's just like inside of a pineapple. Like, it's really funny to me. Next up, we have this My Melody. I think she's like a little ice cream. I'm not sure, but she's also solid. Also a 10 out of 10 wood squish. I think she's really cute. I literally have her in my collection behind me in 5-inch, so like I obviously think she's really cute. And then we have this Watermelon My Melody, and you know what? Something about this one, she's a clearance. I'm sorry, I don't know what it is. Like, I really enjoy red Squishmallows. I have a whole giant shelf full of red Squishmallows, but something about this Watermelon My Melody, I can't put my finger on it, but I never have gone out of my way to try to get her for my collection. So next we have this Ice Cream Sundae Pom Pom Purin, and he is so cute. I have this one. I love him so much, so I'm gonna put him in need 1,000 of each. I think it's so cute. And we also have this Hamburger Pom Pom Purin. I think this design is so unique and so funny. I think it's so adorable. So this is also going to be a need 1,000 of each. I also really like Pom Pom Purin like a lot, so maybe I'm biased, but you know what? That's fine. Next we have some Tuxedo Sams. So we have this like little ice cream sundae Tuxedo Sam guy, and I do have this one, and I'm probably gonna have to put this up there at need 1,000 of each because like I'm just biased to the ones I already have. Like, if I have it, it has to be like a good one, you know what I mean? And I also like this next one, the Tuxedo Sam Milkshake. I used to have this one. I was just thinking about this one the other day. I don't know where he went. I think I maybe traded him or something, but I'm gonna put him in 10 out of 10 wood squish. I just like the ice cream sundae one a little tiny bit more, but I still really do like the milkshake one. Next we have this Hello Kitty with the little rainbow and sunglasses. Now I believe this one was at Costco, at least the sunglasses version, and I actually did have this one for a little bit because I wanted one to use as a pillow, but then it ended up hurting my neck because it was like too big. I'm not a fan of the sunglasses, so we're gonna have to put her in would only buy on clearance, even though I did own her technically for a little bit, but I didn't like the sunglasses that much. But the next one is this little like scuba diver swimmer Hello Kitty with the little like, I almost called it a ski mask, goggles and like little flippers. I think this is such a cute design and I love her. I'm gonna put it in 10 out of 10 would squish. I don't generally like when they add like plastic to the Squishmallows because then you can't cuddle them. Like it's not as nice to cuddle them. So that's why I'm putting it in 10 out of 10 instead of need 1,000 of each. Next up we have a mermaid Hello Kitty, and this is probably a yikes. I wouldn't even buy this if it was on clearance. I've never been like a big fan of like mermaid things. I'm more into like animals and foods when it comes to like Squishmallow motifs or whatever. And I don't really like the holographic kind of like shimmery thing, so that's gonna be a yikes for me. I'm sorry, Hello Kitty. But then the next one we have, I think she's supposed to be in like a swimsuit. This one is like, would only buy on clearance, you know, maybe. I like the flowers. The flowers are really cute, but yeah, we're gonna put her in would only buy on clearance. And then the next one is Hello Kitty in like a little hat and hoodie. They don't give anybody else like a hat or a hoodie like that. I feel like it's just kind of like weird for Hello Kitty. So like she's kind of cute. I do like the colors that they chose for the hat and for the hoodie, but I just feel like it's kind of off. Like, I don't know, it feels really random. Next up, we've got 4 kind of like basic Hello Kitties. So we've got in the little red shirt, the blue shirt, the pink shirt, and the like teal shirt. It's kind of hard to place these because these are just like your standard generic Hello Kitty. They don't really have like any sort of flair to them, but they're still like solid, cute. 10 out of 10 would squish. Yeah, okay, that's gonna be their category. I'm gonna put all of them except for the teal one. I'm gonna put the teal one in kind of cute because I'm not the biggest fan of like the little stripes that are right on her chest right there. I just think it would have been better to choose like a solid color. Next we have this Five Below Hello Kitty. She's very similar to the Costco one with the rainbow on her little like shirt or whatever she's wearing, except she does not have the sunglasses. So I think that makes her way cuter, and I have her and she's super cute. So I'm actually gonna put her in need 1,000 of each because I just really like her design and I love the little like pastel pink bow. I just think she's so cute. Next up we have kind of like the standard My Melody, and I also have her. So I think I'm gonna put her in need 1,000 of each because although she is like basic compared to some of the other designs that are here, I just think she's really solid. And I think when you start adding like too many designs to the characters, like some of these I'm looking at them and I'm like, they didn't have to do all that. They really didn't. It just starts to overcomplicate things. So I think My Melody in her basic form is very, very cute. You can't go wrong. Like, need 1,000 of each. And next up we have Tuxedo Sam, but like the basic version. And I'm actually gonna swap what I just said. I know I just said, oh, the original version, you know, it's classic, it's great, like it's solid, need 1,000 of each. But for this Tuxedo Sam, just like compared to the other Tuxedo Sams that are here, the other versions of him with more details are so much cuter. And this one does actually feel really basic. So I'm just gonna put him in... trying to think. I'm gonna put him in 10 out of 10 would squish. You know, he's good. I have him. He's really cute. Nothing wrong with him. Next up, we have Keroppi, and unfortunately, I will have to put a disclaimer. I love Keroppi in general from the Sanrio squad, not Squishmallows, but like Sanrio in general. However, it's very hit or miss for me, and I feel like translating him into Squishmallow form was very difficult. Like, he does not translate nearly as well as the other Sanrio characters, in my opinion. So I don't like him as much as the other Sanrio Squishmallows, which sucks because I love Keroppi, but he just doesn't look that cute in a Squishmallow form. So I'm gonna put him in only buy on clearance, unfortunately. So next up is Badsmarrow. I hope I'm saying that correctly. And it's very interesting because this is the only Squishmallow, at least so far, that they have made of him, which is very, like I said, interesting. Just in general, I don't really collect the darker colored Squishmallows, and I'm not really a big fan of Badsmarrow in general. So I would have to put him in yikes, but I don't necessarily think it's a bad Squishmallow. It's just one that I personally would probably never buy just because it doesn't really fit into my collection and I don't really resonate with the character that much. So that's really it. Please don't come for me if you like Badsmarrow, okay? And same kind of goes for Choco Cat. I actually do have him, so I will put, will only buy on clearance because I actually do have him. Next up we have some more Costco Hello Kitties, and these are quite interesting. These are like animal themed, so we have like a giraffe, a zebra, and a tiger. I think these are interesting for sure. Not exactly sure how I feel about them. I'm gonna put the giraffe Hello Kitty in kind of cute. I do like giraffes, so I think that's really cute with the little like horns and everything is really, really cute. The zebra, not a fan of zebra print. I'm gonna have to put it in yikes. I'm sorry. It's just because I don't like zebra print at all, so I would never own that. And then the tiger one, like I would maybe buy it on clearance if it was like a super omega sale, like $5 or something like that. But it's more tolerable than the zebra print for sure. Next we have some more ice cream designs. So we're just gonna get through these super quick. We have this ice cream Hello Kitty. She's solid, she's cute. So I'm gonna put her in kind of cute. She's just kind of like mid. Okay, I actually take this back because these are kind of newer Hello Kitty Squishmallows that I haven't like seen a lot, and the picture was really small, so I didn't realize she had that little strawberry on her bow, and for that alone, I actually put her in Need 1,000 of each because that little strawberry, oof, I am a sucker for strawberry motifs, and this is an absolute need of a Squishmallow. I am going to start hunting for her now because of that little strawberry. It is so freaking cute. And then this ice cream My Melody, honestly, this is my least favorite My Melody out of all of them. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the chocolate like ice cream cone that they put. I just don't like it, so I'm gonna put this in yikes. I would probably not even add this to my collection. And then I haven't seen this one in real life, but it does look like she has some like little sprinkles on her ears as well, which I'm not the biggest fan of actually. Next we have this Tuxedo Sam little like ice cream sundae, or maybe it's a cupcake, I'm not sure. I own this one. I think it's really, really cute, and I'm gonna put it in 10 out of 10 wood squish. Next we have this cinema roll little like cupcake ice cream. Again, I think they're all ice cream themed. I think it's ice cream, so I do love cinema roll so much, so I'm gonna put this one in 10 out of 10 with squish. I do still need to get my hands on that one specifically because it's really cute and I do want to add it to my collection. Next up we have this Pom Pom Purin little ice cream sundae with the little cherry on top. This is one of the most beautiful, perfect, precious, adorable Sanrio Squishmallows that exist. This is Need 1,000 of each, and if there was a higher tier, I would put it in the higher tier because this one, I love it so much. I still don't own it yet. I need to get him. Oh my god, I love him so much. And then we have another Karopi. This one is also part of that ice cream theme. Again, would really only buy on clearance. I'm so sorry, Karopi. This one's a little bit better than the what's it called, the like the original Karopi, but still. Next we have a little Hello Kitty with a little boba. She's holding a little boba, and I haven't seen this one in person, and I would want to see like kind of the details of the embroidery, but she's kind of cute. I'm gonna put her in kind of cute. I'm not always the biggest fan of when they give them like little arms. Anyway, let's move on to Kuromi. This is our standard Kuromi. I also don't like Kuromi as much as the other Sanrio characters that I like more, like Tuxedo Sam, Pom Pom, Hello Kitty. So I'm gonna put Kuromi in kind of cute. Like, she's great, she's solid, like I would probably get her for my collection, but I don't love her as much as the other ones. Now we are on to, I believe this is like fast food or food truck. They all feature some sort of food that they're holding, and once again they all have the little arms that are holding a food. I am not a fan of this Hello Kitty burger one for some reason. I have seen it before in real life. I've had the opportunity to buy it, but I didn't even buy it. I was just not the biggest fan. I'm gonna put it on only would buy on clearance. And My Melody is up next, and I can't even, what is she even holding? I've actually never seen the My Melody one before, so I have to look this up. She's holding a little taco. They didn't even give it like lettuce or anything. Like, it's just the tortilla and some meat. Looks real boring. Like something like a burger which has a bunch of colors, or a donut or an ice cream is way more fun. So for that I'm gonna dock points. But if it wasn't a taco, this would be so high tier because the color scheme in general is so cute. I love like the pastel, more muted kind of pink, and the little yellow bow is so cute. So I'm gonna put her in kind of cute. If it was like a little yellow frosted donut or something like that, she would be in Need 1,000 of each, but that taco really brings it down. This Karopi, I don't even know what he's holding, but I don't even need to see it. It's a yikes. I'm sorry. They do the Karopi so dirty. This one especially with the arms, just kind of unsettling, so that's a yikes. Next is this cinema roll with a donut, and this is what I meant. Like, they need some fun, cute foods, not a freaking plain taco, but like a really cute donut or something like that. So I really do like this cinema roll. I'm gonna put him in kind of cute. Again, I'm not a big fan of like the little arms, the little nubs, but he's pretty cute. And then we have Pom Pom Purin with the little ice cream cone. I really like this one. So I'm gonna put this one in 10 out of 10 with squish. But on the other hand, we have the next Pom Pom Purin Squishmallow, who is also holding a little food. He has a little popsicle. And this one, for some reason, I don't like it. I would probably never even, I don't know what it is. Something about this one specifically, I just don't like it. I would probably not even buy it ever. Okay, and then we have this purple pastel Kuromi, and now this is more my style. I do have her from GameStop, and she is so cute. I really love the purple pastel, so this is a really good Squishmallow. This is a it's gonna be a 10 out of 10 with squish. Like I said, I just like other Sanrio characters more than Kuromi, but she's still super cute. Now we have another mermaid Hello Kitty, and I'm gonna have to eat my words a little bit because I said I don't like mermaid squishmallows or mermaid motifs, yet I actually own this Hello Kitty mermaid squishmallow, so I do take it back a little bit. I guess I just don't like this specific Costco one, but I do have this one and I do like it. It's kind of cute. I just think I like the color scheme more than the Costco one or something like that. It has like the little seashell bra, so I think those are like more fun details that I just like better. Anyways, let's move on to this Hello Kitty with a little heart sunglasses. Again, like not the biggest fan of sunglasses, so I would probably only buy this one on clearance. And then we have two Retsuko Squishmallows. Now I never finished watching Retsuko, but I did enjoy what I did watch. I'm just not like super attached to her or anything like that, so I'm gonna put the like standard smiling Retsuko in kind of cute. Unfortunately, gonna have to put karaoke screaming Retsuko in probably yikes. I understand that it's the whole theme of the show, and that's like the joke, the gimmick, and I do appreciate that in the Squishmallow, but I just would personally never put it in my collection just because it's too like intense, you know? Next we have some Gudetama Squishmallows, and I think these are maybe fairly new because I haven't really seen these before. I really like this like kind of standard looking one, so I'm gonna put this one in 10 out of 10 with squish. I think it's really cute. But then there's this I think it's a sushi one. Forgive me if I'm incorrect. I just like the other one better. I feel like this like belt thing, which I'm assuming is supposed to be like seaweed or something, is just not as cute, and it's kind of like harsh going across the Squishmallow, so I'm gonna put would only buy on clearance, but still really cute. Next up we have a couple of Sanrio Squishmallows that have kind of like a sailor or like nautical theme, and these were at Five Below, and I think I own every single one of these, so we're gonna go through these. The cinema roll is so cute. I'm gonna put in 10 out of 10 with squish. He has a little like scarf, he's got like the little emblem, so cute, love the details. Tuxedo Sam as a pirate, like, is this not the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life? That's a 10 out of 10 with squish. I think the only one I don't own is this Hello Kitty with the sunglasses. Again, the sunglasses are just not where it's at for me, so we're gonna put it in would only buy on clearance. Sorry Hello Kitty, just take off the sunglasses, girl. And then we have this Hello Kitty with like a little polka dot dress, and I love this one so much. It's so cute. I'm gonna put it in 10 out of 10 wood squish. And then we have a Halloween Hello Kitty, which I think is the only Halloween Sanrio Squishmallow that we have so far. This one's a yikes for me. I understand it's supposed to be a zombie, but I just like personally don't like it, and I'm not really into Halloween Squishmallows, and I'm not into zombies, so sorry. Maybe if they made like Kuromi into like a bat, gave her like a little bat costume, that would be like way cuter and more on theme, but like zombie Hello Kitty is just, it's not really for me. Anyways, we're getting down to the wire here. So these next three are really different from the rest of the Sanrio Squishmallows that we've seen so far. These have like much bolder colors and kind of like a lot going on. So these are called kaiju style. That's what they are labeled as on the Toy Drops website. So I think it's a mix of like monsters, because kaiju are like the whole like big monster kind of like thing. And also, I mean, I believe some of this is food. Like it looks like Hello Kitty is like a little burger. My Melody is some ice cream. I'm not quite sure. So I think it's like a mix of like monster and food, I believe. So I think I am going to put the Hello Kitty in would only buy on clearance, just because I don't like the little mouth thing that's going on at the top. I think she's supposed to be in like a monster costume, and maybe like these little ears are like the eyes. And then we've got like the little nostrils and like the little teeth. So I don't really like the teeth and the nostrils being right there by her face. So I'll probably only buy that on clearance, but I do really like the colors and just like how bright and colorful it is in general. The My Melody ice cream, I really do like. This one is kind of cute. I enjoy her little like sprinkles up top. You know what? Actually, this is really similar to the other My Melody that I put on Yikes. I think I actually like this plain one better than the sprinkles. You know what? We're gonna put plain one, would only buy on clearance, and then we're gonna put the kaiju one on a Yikes. Yeah, I decided. If I'm looking at them side by side, I would rather have this like more plain one versus the kaiju style one. I'm sorry. And then lastly, with the Tuxedo Sam one, I'm also gonna put this one in a Yikes. I'm not sure, maybe the kaiju style Hello Kitty ones are just not for me personally. I think they have like too much going on for me personally, and I just think that there's other like cuter versions of the Sanrio characters. Anyways, let's get into these last remaining ones. These are this new Easter squad that have just recently been revealed or dropped or something. But these are very like pastel gingham, and I do love a good pastel and I love some good gingham, so let's get into it. First of all, we have a Hello Kitty with like little bunny ears, and she's in like a little costume. So this one is kind of cute. Not the biggest fan of the bunny ears just because it's so Easter. I much prefer a Squishmallow who can be kind of like year round. Like it's not that obvious that it's like an Easter one. The exception is Valentine's Day, which I think Valentine's Day stuff year round is fine. But then we have this My Melody with a little like gingham little dress and like a little flower in her hair. This is a 10 out of 10 wood squish. This is a great My Melody. I think she's so cute. She's so adorable, and I love her little flower. Same with the cinema roll. I think he's so cute, and I love the pastel. I love the little bow tie. It's so cute. Lastly, our last Hello Kitty with the little dress. I think that she is gonna go in kind of cute. I think she's solid, great. She's a good Hello Kitty, you know what I mean? So let me take a look at this, because I feel like we're kind of lacking on the need 1000 of each section. Like, I feel like there's more that I really like. So I think I may do a little bit of rearranging. I think I am gonna put Purple Pastel Kuromi up at the top because she is really solid and really cute. I love the purple pastel. We don't really have a lot of purple in these color schemes with the rest of these Sanrio Squishmallows. So, and then I think I decided I am gonna bump up the Taco My Melody. I don't like the taco, I really don't. But the color scheme, her little yellow bow, the pastel pink, she's so cute, so I just have to bump her up a notch. And for the clearance ones, I'm trying to put myself in the mindset of if I came across this Squishmallow in a store and it was like $5, would I buy it or would I just leave it because I'm like, eh? So for a lot of these, I don't think I would even buy it for $5. This unicorn one, it's gonna go in Yikes. This sunglasses one, it's gonna go in Yikes. This sunglasses one is also gonna go in Yikes. And you know what? This sunglasses one is also gonna go in Yikes. I don't care that I already owned it. It's a Yikes. I think that's looking a little bit more well-rounded. It's so hard to decide. I don't know. I feel like this is one of the hardest tier lists that I had to do because there's just so many different variations, and so many of them have like little details that I may like or may not like. So this is like the gist of it, I would say. But that's gonna be it for our video today. I hope you enjoyed this one. I feel like I talked so much, but thank you so much for joining me. Again, I'll leave the link to this tier maker tier list down below so you can make your own if you want. Let me know what you agreed with, what you disagreed with, what Sanrio Squishmallows do you own, which ones are you looking for. Let me know all of that information down in the comments below. Thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.